There's a harsh truth most people never accept. Life doesn't negotiate. It doesn't pause, rewind, or soften itself because you're tired, unprepared, or afraid. Life moves with or without you. Success, happiness, and fulfillment aren't optional outcomes. They are the result of lessons you either learn or ignore. These lessons aren't suggestions. They are requirements written into the fabric of existence itself. And the sooner you understand this, the sooner your life starts to transform into something meaningful, something grounded, something truly yours. First, take full responsibility for your life. Not the selective kind where you claim credit for your wins and blame others for your failures. Full responsibility. If you choose to blame circumstances, other people, upbringing, the past, or bad luck, you are signing your life over to stagnation. Responsibility isn't punishment. It's the gateway to freedom. The moment you admit, where I am is because of what I've done or failed to do, you gain power. Power to change. Power to redirect. Power to rebuild. Without responsibility, you are a passenger in your own story. With it, you become the author. Next, embrace self-discipline. Nothing worth having, nothing that builds pride, strength, confidence, or peace comes without discipline. Your body requires consistent care. Your mind demands input and sharpening. Your finances need structure and patience. Yet, most people want results without routines, rewards without sacrifice, growth without discomfort. Skipping these responsibilities is like refusing to water a plant and expecting it to bloom simply because you want it to. There is no life without nourishment. There is no progress without repeated effort. Discipline is simply love expressed through action. I care about myself enough to follow through. Honesty is another requirement. Not just honesty with the world, but brutally honest self-awareness. Many people lie to themselves their entire lives. They pretend. They minimize. They avoid the truth because truth forces change. Pretending that you're fine when you're not. Pretending that your habits are harmless when they're destructive. Pretending that your excuses are legitimate when they're just fear in disguise. This only creates cracks that quietly widen over time. Real progress begins when you face yourself without masks, without excuses, without justification. The question is, do you want to improve or do you want to protect your ego? Because you cannot do both. You must also learn to master your emotions. Life will challenge you relentlessly. There will be disappointments, betrayals, losses, and endings. If you allow fear, anger, jealousy, or resentment to control your decisions, your path will twist into suffering. Emotional intelligence is not optional. It is armor, guidance, and clarity. It keeps you steady when life shakes you. Your emotions are signals, not commands. Feel them, acknowledge them, but do not be ruled by them. Strength is not the absence of emotion. It is the ability to respond instead of react. Relationships are another lesson that cannot be ignored. The people you keep around you shape your standards, your worldview, your behavior, and your future. Choose carefully, but also act wisely within those relationships. True friends, mentors, partners, and companions elevate your life. They challenge you, support you, and remind you of who you are. But holding on to the wrong people out of comfort, history, or fear of being alone creates silent destruction. Sometimes the bravest act is letting go. Sometimes the most loving act is setting boundaries. Your environment is your greenhouse. Nothing grows well in poisoned soil. Time is a lesson most people delay until it is too late. Time is the most valuable resource you have. It is the only currency that never refills. Once spent, it is gone permanently. Yet people waste time with procrastination, distraction, comparison, and indecision. They live as if they have endless years to figure it out. But life moves with or without your clarity. Treat your time as treasure. Guard it, direct it, use it intentionally. Every minute invested wisely compounds into incredible growth. Every minute thrown away piles into regret. Action is mandatory. Thinking, planning, dreaming, visualizing, these things matter. But without action, they are illusions dressed as progress. You can have all the knowledge in the world and still achieve nothing. You can have perfect plans and still never change. Life requires you to move, to risk, to make mistakes, to learn in motion. If you wait for perfect timing, you will spend your entire life waiting. What changes your life is not thought. It is the courage to begin. And here's something deeply overlooked. Self-reflection is required. Growth does not come simply from experience. It comes from examining experience. Ask yourself regularly, what is working? What is not? What habits help me? Which ones sabotage me? What patterns keep repeating in my life? If you do not reflect, you repeat. The same mistakes, the same emotional cycles, the same disappointments. Awareness allows adaptation. Adaptation creates evolution. Now here's a subtle but powerful truth. Gratitude is a requirement. Not forced positivity, not pretending everything is perfect, but real appreciation. Appreciation for breath, for opportunity, for lessons, for progress, for simply being alive. Gratitude expands what you have. It softens the heart, clears the mind, and strengthens patience. Those who constantly complain live in scarcity. Those who notice blessings live in abundance. Gratitude does not mean settling. It means recognizing value where you stand, while still building toward where you want to go. Let's be clear. These lessons are not easy. Responsibility requires courage. Discipline requires consistency. Honesty requires vulnerability. Emotional mastery requires patience. Action requires bravery. Reflection requires humility. Gratitude requires presence. But the reward for learning these lessons is profound. A life that is fully yours. A life that feels meaningful. A life where you are not just surviving, but living. And before we go further, a small reminder. If you want more lessons that reshape your mind, your habits, and your future, subscribe to the channel. Not just to follow, but to grow, to evolve, to step into the person you are capable of being. Finally, understand this. Life will not wait for you. Every lesson you ignore is a doorway that closes. Every day you postpone responsibility. Every moment you hide from discipline. Every opportunity you avoid out of fear. These are futures that dissolve unseen. The world does not hand out success, happiness, or fulfillment. You earn them by embracing the requirements. So ask yourself now, with honesty, am I learning these lessons, or am I pretending I can avoid them? Because once you begin treating these principles as non-negotiable, once you start acting with intention, your life shifts, your clarity grows, your results improve. You stop wandering and you start leading your own story. Remember, these are not suggestions. They are the rules of life. Ignore them and frustration follows. Learn them, live them, embody them, and every year forward can become the most meaningful chapter of your life. And one last reminder before we close. For more insights that turn lessons into results, Subscribe to the channel now. Every message here is crafted to help you rise, learn, and become the person you were meant to be.